Hello, this is Al Blair. I've been asked to provide a brief video explaining the several options that are available in our software in the eTEK construction systems to basically schedule work orders. And so that's the purpose of this little brief overview. We start, of course, obviously, as everybody knows, particularly our existing customers, we really don't reinvent the wheel. If there's capabilities that are provided by Microsoft as an inherent capability in their various Microsoft Office applications, then that's the first thing we're going to point you to, is to use what you already have. And that's the focus here. I'm going to show you several ways to use Microsoft Outlook, and particularly the scheduling capabilities that are built into Microsoft Outlook to basically schedule work orders. And the first one would be to quote unquote invite your service rep or project supervisor to perform a sales or work order that's attached to the invitation. And in this particular case, it'll focus on a specific date and time. Another option, since you can email the work order directly out of our software, is to go ahead and create an email account in your organization in order to have a schedule in your organization that's a master work order schedule, and that's just simply setting up an additional Outlook email account in your organization. And when you do that, you can then, when you directly email the work order to the rep or the person you want to assign the work to, you can also attach, in addition to the work order, you can attach the calendar. Now this specifies when you want that work performed. And I'll also very briefly highlight the use of Microsoft SkyDrive. Many are starting now to discover that this reasonably free service from Microsoft, where you can share and collaborate information by sharing access over the internet to documents, is also a way, a way to get access to. People can use your reps can use tablets or their cell phones or whatever, and may not be near a computer, and they can basically go up into Microsoft SkyDrive and see the work order that you have assigned to them. So some combination of the above is really, there's no extra charge. It's just learning how to do those sort of things. And I'm just going to summarize that in a minute. And obviously, there's always the option to give eTEK a chance to take your specific and unique requirements and ideas and the way you want to handle scheduling work orders, and we certainly can build that capability. Shown on your screen right now, as I think everybody already is aware of, you can just simply right-click, and all I've got is just a sample work order, sales order. And I can immediately, again, export this to a PDF file version of this sales order. Now, when I do that, I may put it in a folder that's work orders to be assigned, or open work orders, or however you want to do that in your organization. Then when you open Outlook, you can then go to the scheduling portion of Microsoft Outlook and pick the date and the time, and I'll just bring this up, pick the date and the time. You're essentially inviting me to do this work order, and here's the work order. It's attached to the email, and you want it to be performed on a specific date and time. So that's one option, obviously. Another option, which I want to highlight here, is where you basically immediately are going to send, rather than export and create the file that's attached to an invitation, you could also immediately send this in email. And I'm going to use the HTML format because I think that works better in terms of the way this program works. And now you'll see on your screen, okay, who do I want to do this? And maybe I'll send this from the eTEK market. This could be from your master work order scheduling, and I'll send it to myself. And the subject is work order whatever 9, which is attached. But here's the thing you may not be aware of. I could also attach the calendar, which in this particular case is going to, and this is helpful for individuals who may not be using Outlook, and that's why I'm highlighting it. And so you basically can insert the calendar, and there's a little routine you go through, and there's you could basically schedule this for a specific date. And you can go out on the calendar and say, let's do this on the 4th of November, etc. And you go ahead and do that. And what's displayed as, in addition to the work order that's attached, is the actual date that you're asking me to perform the work, etc. So that's another option. Again, it's part of the, don't need to say that, but that's another option. And the third option that I said I would highlight is you can also, and I think some of you may already be aware of this, but when I export this to a folder or whatever, I can export it, in fact, to my SkyDrive. Now, the SkyDrive is, in fact, out in the internet, and it's synchronized with SkyDrive on my desktop. Very important for that to be understood. What I put over here, and when I publish this to SkyDrive, it's going to put it locally in my SkyDrive account at the same time it's putting it up on the internet. Well, wait a minute. Show me a picture, Al. What's that look like? Well, here's SkyDrive. This is probably not fitting into the very well into the frame of the video here that I'm recording. So I can open this folder, and there is that sales order, that work order. Now, visualize for a minute. Your service reps or the people that work for you that perform the work, they may in fact have different folders, their folders for their work orders up on the internet that you basically are exporting that sales order into, and then they can, they could, and also, quite frankly, you could put a schedule, an Excel schedule like we do for our demonstrations. It's up on SkyDrive, so our organization and multiple locations, stuff like that, so we can keep on top of that. So to summarize, that's essentially what I wanted to show. Very brief demonstration. Hope this kind of clarifies a little bit. There's a number of ways to schedule work orders, and we basically will work together with you to help you learn how to use Microsoft Outlook and Microsoft SkyDrive, as well as building a unique combination of those capabilities that will meet your needs. Thank you.